Okay, so weird giant trees. This actually looks a lot like the world in the intro with the like, what was it, colossal stone trees and everlasting dragons, something like that. Yeah, this looks a lot like that. Where the hiffle am I? What am I looking at? I feel like I'm someplace I'm not supposed to be. More accurately, I feel like I'm somewhere between the world that makes sense and like where Frampt took me to put the Lord Vessel. I feel like we're above where Frampt took me, but below where things make sense. Okay. That's the best way I can put it right now. And also, of course, there's a frickin' Hydra, because why wouldn't there be? How do I deal with you? Because you are, like, way out there. Oh, you're gonna move. You move. Why didn't the other one move? That might have made it better or worse. I'm honestly not sure. So, weird spit breath is gonna be a thing, probably. Yeah, you're getting ready to do that, I bet. Yep, there you go. Let's see how much that sucks. Still sucks pretty bad. Alright, I'm gonna change my armor around for you. You just wait right there. Okay. And yeah, let's go with ones that have a little more range. Dealing with this thing. Bite. Let's see how I do against you. Oh god, you're big. Not super fun, but I can deal. About spitting? No, you're coming in. One of your heads. Spitting. Luckily, I was standing in the spot that the head that got cut off would have been aimed at. So I got that going for me. Another one! Yeah, it kind of sucks if two of them hit me, but I can work with it. Oh, you're gonna spit. You're gonna spit again. Oh, coming in, coming in. Good boy. Good boy. Do that. please don't do that. There's your head, boyo. Oh. Decided to spit. I will say this boss arena seems to suit you a lot better. Was there originally only you and then like the DLC added the one in Darkroot Basin? I honestly don't know. You seem to work a lot better here. Like not just in like how he moves either, but he looks better in this lighting. Anyway, Dragon Scales, thank you very much. Now, the question, do you come back? And I would honestly like to just resolve this now, because I mean, if I need to kill you again, so be it. But after that, that tells me that I really need to try not to die. Nope, not seeing another one. But yeah, he came in closer. He could move around. He didn't have one head that was constantly going into a mountain. I don't know. The fight just seemed to work better. If you really needed it, you even had maybe something like this to use as cover from his spit attack, or you could like hop behind the dune maybe, though not here. That would have just dumped you into death water. Because apparently swimming is impossible even if you strip the armor off. Also, I thought I saw something shining over here, so there might actually be an item over this way. Dragon scales. I guess this is the place to be if you need dragon scales. And you don't want to just be grinding in freaking Valley of the Drakes for all of eternity. Doesn't look like I'm able to like climb up on the bank if I start down here, so let's run to this side where it's sloping a little bit more gently. I can just sort of look down along this side in case there are items. I mean, I would say dragon, but it looks oddly humanoid too. Like, I mean, yeah, there's little horns and oh, hi. Ooh, don't take much magic damage. You just don't take much damage. Okay. All right, come on. I see ya. Try the heavy. Sometimes that works better on enemies that have a lot of damage resistance. Oh yeah. Alright, another light one should do the trick. But yeah, this intrigues me. Because, yeah, my first instinct was like, oh, it's probably a dragon skull, but looking at it, it looks very humanoid. Like, yeah, there's the little horns and the fangs and whatnot, but the eyes, the nose, and the jaw, and just the general proportions of the head, very human. That's odd. Anyone have any lore on that skull? Because I would actually be interested. Okay, we're going to wait out here very carefully. Another dragon scale. Okay, well, there's more of those things in there. Oh, and I'm not wearing my curse-resistant armor. Gotta be careful. Oh boy, we got another one coming in. Too late. Okay. Let's maybe take care of this one from a distance. Yeah, or not. Or the camera can just go all kinds of wonky on me. Really? And now I can't see him. Thank you. And yeah, if we're gonna be more of those ones floating around here, then what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the weird suit of armor back on. Because you know what's on the list of things that I don't want to deal with today? Curses. Oh yeah, I need to change weapons in order to do this. Okay, that's fine. Hi. and they track really well with that, and they can get around your shield with it if you try to circle strafe. That's probably the first friggin' enemy in this game I've found so far where circle strafing isn't just an instant win. Cool. Don't circle strafe the mushrooms. Won't end well for you. Either that or I technically did block it and just didn't have the stamina, which tells me that blocking their attacks is just not a thing you should do. Poke them a couple times and then get away. Yeah, I gotta be honest. Let's see. What was that? 491 versus the Great Heavy Soul Arrow. Again, on an enemy where the higher damage really should matter because it seems pretty damage resistant. 347. I mean, is it more damage? Sure. Is it enough that I feel like going up to 36 intelligence for the Soul Spear was worth it versus like, what, 16 or maybe 18 or something for the Great Heavy Soul Arrow? I can look. I can just check this. Let's see. Great Soul Arrow needs 14. Great Heavy needs 18. The Homing Soul Mass is really good, so I could see going up to like 18 and then using the Ulisite Catalyst. But so far, at least, none of the spells that I've seen that require more than 18 have been all that worth it. Like, let me check to make sure like that none of the utility spells like Fall Control need more than that. But let's see. Magic Shield. 10. It's been useful in all of like 1 or 2 fights for me. Fall Control needs 15. Definitely worth going up to that. And if you're going to go up to 15, I don't think going up to 18 is much more of a stretch. But yeah, I honestly think like just going up to 18 intelligence and then using the Ulisite Catalyst is probably pretty worthwhile, and it would free up a lot of points to put either in my case into health or to put into my dex. I do kind of regret that, but respecking doesn't seem to be an option really in this game, so I'm stuck with it. This is probably going to be the character where it's like, I think there are probably more sorceries later. I hope there are more sorceries later, and they might have some crazy high intelligence requirements, and you know what? This is the character that gets to try them and see if they're even remotely worth it. But so far, my takeaway on it is that no, they're not. Especially since you have that Ulisite Catalyst that pretty much just has solid scaling for you at minimal requirements. If that didn't exist, then this would be a different conversation. But yeah, you know what? I'm okay with them picking that. I'd like it to be gone. Oh, okay, you have a second punch. I kind of figured that you did, but it's very delayed after the first. That goes further. All right, so we'll come back to this. Okay, how do I get out? Brain. Okay, there it is. Is there anything else in this direction? Well, there's a way up here. One of those little death frog things. Okay, let's just... you know what? You want to fall down there? You want to fall down there? That's fine. Thank you. Makes my life easier. Okay, this might just be looping around to what we saw before. Yes, it does. Alright, well, I see an item over there, and I'm now trying to figure out how to get to it. Unless there's a way to drop in from above, it's not super duper obvious. what I wanted to do, game. Thank you. No, you kind of hit your head on that one mushroom, and that prevents you from really gaining any height on the jump, so I don't think that's gonna work. I'm gonna go look around a little bit and see if I find another way to get some height, maybe out here? Yep, nope, that's death. Okay, I guess we'll be going back to that item in a bit. Still not entirely sure how I'm gonna get to it, but go poke around that chamber again later. Hi. You're cool. Please don't light me on fire or lightning or other various things, please. And this is a... Are you a firekeeper? Because this bonfire is already kindled. I mean, I suppose a dragon would honestly make quite a lot of sense as a firekeeper. So I can enter some kind of dragon covenant, I guess? I'm not entirely certain that I want to forsake the other covenant that I'm currently in, because I do get a couple of spells from it that I'm not certain I'd be able to use if I left. But that's cool. Probably something I will investigate on some other playthrough. Because, yeah, you're cool. Is there anything else? Oh, I mean, you have a tail. A tail that I'm sure could probably be cut off to gain something or other, because it seems like everything in this game, you cut its tail off and you get a weapon or something. But I'm not doing that to you. In part because I would rather not end up in some nasty, unnecessary fight, but in part because you're cool. So yeah, we'll probably check that covenant out at some point and see what it does. I might look it up because I am allowing myself to look up covenants. I know that there's like this dragon's head stone and body stone and stuff that like look really cool but aren't very practical, unfortunately, because, you know, that's FromSoft. The coolest things aren't worth the damn usually. Yeah, that's cool. He's there. He's chilling. Gonna leave him. I'm hoping that at least one of those bonfires is a warpable one. I would assume that that one is, considering that it's one that is, I think, being maintained by a firekeeper. So well, this was an experience. Now to try to get that last friggin' item. Now, I note that that tree, like, it kind of looks like there's a part in the wall that isn't entirely there, and if I could climb up to that, maybe we'd get somewhere, but that root is in, like, a lot of water, and I don't think I can get to it. I'll figure that out in a moment. I eat soul spears. And yeah, I just don't think there's any way for me to jump onto those roots, or if there is, it is gonna be really finicky and like pulling teeth. This one might stump me, guys. The pun not intended. Jeez, you watch YouTubers like the Backlogs long enough and you start making puns unintentionally. It spreads, I tell you. Okay. I am going to slightly break my rule and look up if this jump is possible at some point, mostly because I know this game has some issues where things like jump distance and roll distance and whatnot can have weird effects due to frame rate. I have locked it at 30, so my assumption is I shouldn't be getting any bugs like that. But if I am, and that is preventing me from getting this, that would be really irritating. So I don't know. I might look it up to see if I am even on the right track here, or if I'm barking up the wrong tree. I couldn't resist, I'm sorry. Ah. Wonderful. If I weren't looking for a freaking tunnel, that to me would just look like death. And yeah, now I'm floating above it, and it very nearly was death. Beautiful. Kudos to whoever found that first, because yeah, I wouldn't have. It's not even something I can use, so. But I needed to know. Yeah, let's pop on back to Firelink for now, and then I'm going to try to warp from there and see if any of them say Ash Lake or Dragon Covenant or anything like that. Stone Dragon, okay, I get the feeling that, yeah, that would just warp me back there. So if I need to go back there for some reason, there it is. Let's switch out of the Cursed Resistant set. Back to the set where I can actually use my other weapons. Try going into the Hellfire area. Why not?